So I'm out, right? I'm out at one of my female friend's house, okay? I took the train to the city, right? And we went to this Soho house called the Alice. We went back to her crib. Everybody was drinking basically, right? It was a bonfire, it was a vibe. So I slept over that night, okay? That following day, I had called my guy up and I told him about the night that we had, and I was like, bro, we're gonna do it again tonight. It's gonna be a vibe. It's gonna be tough, or you know what I'm saying, shit like that, right? So I told him to slide. I said, yo, you gotta slide this time. You gotta pull up. And so he said he was gonna pull up, okay? And this was earlier in the day. So here's the thing, though. This day happens to be the day of a other girl's birthday party who we knew. So hopefully that shit makes sense, right? Let me just try to make it make sense again. So there's a girl's birthday party. All right, she has this party at a penthouse, bro. Nice ass penthouse, and me and my guy was low key talking about trying to slide over there for a minute, bro. We was like, bro, we gotta pull up, and this, that, and the third. Yo, this video is gonna have like a hella editing, hella editing, hella editing. I can already see it in my future. But look, I'm gonna try to be detailed about it, right? So look, so a month in advance to this day, yo, a month is crazy. A month is crazy. This shit is like over a whole timeline, but you gotta understand the timeline. Like, it's so crucial that you understand this timeline. Like, you have to keep up with this story because there's a moral to the story at the end of it. So I need you to like sit down. I need you to pay attention to detail, all right, and follow me because I may not be the greatest storyteller, okay? I may be bouncing over and over and over, okay? So look, a month in advance to this day that we fell out, that me and my guy fell out, let's say a month, I was told about this party, this birthday party, okay, by a female friend of mine. One of her friends was having a birthday party, whom I knew of, but I didn't know like that, all right? So my female friend was like, yo, you Kaloki may be able to slide. All right, that's what she told me a month in advance of this party, right? And she was sharing the party with her friends. So it was gonna be like both of their birthday parties, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But it was gonna be on the date of the actual birthday of the other girl. That does that make sense? Yes, it makes sense. Okay, let's keep going. So I in the midst of that time frame, like that month, I told my guy, I'm like, yo, so and so got a party, we got to slide and shit. Like, yo, we there type of vibe. So I let him know about it. Now he's interested as well, right? So now we fast forward. Let's fast forward to like a few days before the actual party, okay? So a few days before the party, I hop on a call with my female friend who told me about the party and the girl whose party it was, whose birthday party it was. So I'm in the call with both of them, okay? And I add my guy to the call. So everything completely switches up. And not in a bad way, but now it's yeah, it's just girls only. It's this, y'all can't slide. We're not sending you the address. They're not being dickheads about it at all, but it's like joking, like, nah, we pulling up. Nah, y'all gotta send the address. Like, we're joking, but they're implying that we can't slide. Like, they're implying that it's cooked, no guys allowed, all that shit. So it's days before the party, and I'm thinking, shit, something's gonna give. Like I'm gonna find my way at that party somehow, some way. Okay, like this is in my future. I don't know how I felt that in my heart, but that's just what it was. Okay, on that same call is the first time that the girl met my boy, my guy, who I eventually fell out with. That was her first time ever interacting with him. She don't know this nigga's face from a can of paint. The reason I'm emphasizing this is because it's important later on. So she does not know this nigga. So they're just on the phone, and I mean, no, nothing weird. Everybody's vibing, laughing on a call. It's just a regular fucking call. So that call ends, and basically the summary of that call is y'all can't come or we're not sending you the address, ha 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 ha. And I'm basically saying, I'm in that bitch, y'all got me fucked up. I'ma find my way there. Even if I gotta tie a rope and climb up that motherfucker. The desperation, right? Come the night of the party, which I completely forgot about. I call up my guy and I tell him to come to our female friend's crib. All right, so the party isn't even on our mind anymore. At this point, that shit's raps. Like we kind of gave up on it. Like nigga, no one really heard anything else about it. So it's just out of sight, out of mind type of vibe. So that night comes, okay? That night comes and he shows up. He shows up, and then two guys that I knew show up as well. Okay? One guy was one of my other guys, and then one was like a mutual that I knew through him. Okay? Please keep up. Please keep up. Okay? There's a moral to all this shit. Okay? Now, these two niggas knew about the party. I didn't know that they knew. They didn't know that I knew. So they was like they come to our they come to the crib that we were at. They're like, yeah, we not staying long because we finna go to this party. And a big ass exclamation mark went off in my head, like a big ass alarm, like like doing like I just saw like the truth about everything. Like that's like my eyes open wide as shit, and I'm like, the party. And then I thought about it. I was like, it's that day. Today is that party. Oh my God, these niggas are going to the party. But I'm thinking, are they full of shit? And I'm like, so they kept bringing it up, and I'm like, y'all talking about so and so, and I say it, and they're like, nigga, you know? And I'm like, yeah, we were supposed to slide there low key, but I low key forgot. One of the dudes hopped on the phone. He hopped on a call with the girl whose party it was. Called her ass up. She's teed, bro. She's lit as shit, okay? She's on the phone. Hey guys, slide, this, that. So he's telling her, send the address, and he's flipping the camera on me to show her that he's with me. He's like, yo, can so and so come? And she's lit. She says yes. She says yes. So I take the phone and I'm like on that motherfucker to confirm. I'm like, all right, look, send the address to this phone. So I tell her, send the address to bro's phone. And I think it took some time, but she ended up sending that bitch eventually. So now we know where it's at. So my guy who I called up, who I fell out with, he pulls up. Like he low-key showed up kind of late. So he pulls up to Shorty's crib. And I'm telling him, I'm like, yo, we're about to go to this party. Like, nigga, remember the party that we were talking about? He's like, yeah. I was like, we're going right now. He's like, right now, nigga. I'm like, yes, we're going. He's like, I bet, let's go. So we hop in the car and hop on the phone, and Shorty's still on the phone, and we're like fact checking. Like the two dudes, one of the guys are fact checking that everybody is good to go, like that we could slide and shit like that. Okay? So he's like showing her on FaceTime who everyone is in the car. So she agreed to everybody coming except my guy who I told to slide. So the girl said that everybody could slide to the penthouse that was in the city. It's a nice ass penthouse downtown in the city. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? Girls there, drinks flowing, shit like that. It's already sounding great. So she said that everybody could slide, but this nigga in the back. Nigga, it was almost as if the lights went off dark and it was just one light on him like a fucking spotlight. Like that type of shit. Like she singled his ass out like damn. And we were like, huh? I was thrown off. He was thrown off. I mean, the two niggas didn't really give a fuck because they were sliding anyway, but they were like, why not type shit. Like, huh? Like, why not? And so it was a back and forth. Like, it was a big back and forth. And she was saying because she don't know him, she didn't know my guy, she doesn't recognize him. So we taking the phone, putting that bitch to his fucking forehead, trying to get her to remember that she was on a call with him a few weeks ago when we were on the FaceTime call. Like, nah, you do know him. you kind of know him. You met him before. He's cool. She's like drunk, so she ain't really care, trying to hear that shit. She's like, no, no, just y'all three. That's it, basically. Like, cause she really cared about one of the two niggas that was in the front seat. One of the other guys coming. That's really all she like was caring about sliding. What happened was it was my guy saying, "All right, bet I ain't trying to go nowhere I ain't wanted." And then it was just like that, aw, type of moment, like fuck, G, like damn, bro, like I don't know, like it's that silence, that awkwardness, like fuck, bro, like I don't know what to, like no one really knows what to say because it's like one of those damn, we want to go to this penthouse, but nigga, you can't come. Somebody gotta go type shit. And it's you. It's you. And it ain't like the whole idea was we couldn't even stay at that bitch long. So we just gonna pull up for a couple hours and then head back to the crib that we were at and spend the rest of the night vibing out. So keep up. That was the initial plan. To just go to the penthouse and then come back and that was gonna be it, vibe out. But my guy couldn't come. So he ends up saying that I'm gonna just stay back. I ain't gonna trip and shit like that. And we're like, fuck, bro. Like, I bet. And so as he's getting out of the car, I'm like, there's like that those few seconds of like, damn, should I stay with this nigga? Like, would I be bogus as shit if I just went? Or like should I just stay with him basically? Like should I just hop out the car and just stay with him and that'll just be it. And then them other two niggas, they go. Right? So I told him, I was like, as he was getting out of the car, I'm like, yo, bro, you want me to slide with you, bro? You want me to stay back? He was like, nigga, it's up to you type shit. Like shrugged his shoulders. Like it was one of those like nigga it was like one of those like really nigga, you gonna leave it in my hands, but fuck, he low key right though. He got a point. It really is up to me. So I said to him, I think I said, like, I'm pretty sure I said this shit, but I just don't want to admit that I said it. But I was like, alright, I guess I'll slide. Like, I guess I'll slide with you and shit. But he gets out of the car and he closes the door, and the two niggas in the front turned to me. One of the dudes was like, nah, bro, you gotta slide, just slide. Like, we coming back, like, just come with us and vibe out at the penthouse, and we're coming back, nigga. Like we can't even stay that long. And so, nigga, I got like one motherfucker on my shoulder and the other motherfucker on my shoulder, and they both in my ear. And it's just like one of those. It's just like I'm really weighing my options here. I'm like, okay, I can spend the rest of the night uh at this motherfucking place and at a shorty crib that we was at, maybe have a few shots again, I guess, and then play like PlayStation or some shit and vibe out with my nigga, which is cool because that's what I was gonna do anyway. Or I could go to this penthouse where the ratio is God knows what to three niggas now, and maybe have a few shots there and vibe out there for a few hours, and then come back and spend the rest of the night at the crib that we was at. Shit, I mean, it was, no, nigga, I went, I chose to go. I was like, shit, nigga, we there then. I told bro in the front seat, I was like, shit, nah, yeah, let's go. So they pull out, like, nigga, I felt like 50 Cent in the car when 50 drove by, like he smiled, nigga, nigga, I drove the fuck off. I'ma catch you, nigga. I'ma be back in like a few hours. You hold it down, nigga. He knew the people that was at the crib anyway, and it was just gonna be that. Like, I'm gonna be back. So I get on the highway, right? I get on the highway. We're on the highway, basically driving to her shit, and I receive a message. I just zoomed out a bit, but here, let me zoom back in a little bit more. I'm gonna call him Dude. I received a message from Dude, right? This is basically, we're on the highway. By the way, this is the last time I've ever spoken to him until then. I tried to make amends saying like, yo, slide to Top Golf and shit like that, but that doesn't matter. Here's the point right here. He said, you low-key bogus. You the nigga that told me to come and you left. Niggas ain't gonna reply to that though. So look, so I'm on the highway with these niggas, right? And we're talking. We're in the fucking car talking. It's not a quiet ride at all. We're talking about shit. Like We're like, oh, what is it gonna be like? Nigga, we're on the phone. They're arguing with another girl because another girl didn't want us to slide. So there's like a whole like back and forth because now it's like the one on one hand the girl's telling us to slide, and then on the other hand another girl is saying that we can't slide. So we're on a highway like laughing and also dealing with that drama as well. Cause motherfuckers is texting us like, nah, you can't come. But then on the other hand, motherfuckers is saying to come. So, nigga, at this point, no one's even thinking about like, bro, that we left back at the crib. So, nigga, so here's the problem. So my phone gets a message, like it gets a buzz, bzzz, type of shit, right? Nigga, I pick up my phone, and he sends me this message. He sends me the first message that you see. You low-key bogus. You the nigga that told me to come and you left. So, look at the timestamp, by the way. So 54 to 57. So that's a motherfucking, if I'm doing my math right, that's a 3 minute interval right there, okay? So this nigga triple texted me, and cause he buzzed my phone, and I seen that message, and I didn't reply to it because nigga, I'm in the car and there's other shit going on, and nigga, I'm just not replying to that message right now because it's clear that he's bothered. Like it's clear that he's bothered that he couldn't have came to the party. Like it's very clear, but but hey, and the thing I don't even know. Like you gotta understand, before he got out of the car, he was like, "It's up to you. It's up to you if you go slide, stay here or not. Like it's up to you." I asked this nigga, "Do you want me to slide?" Now, motherfucker texted me right like minutes after saying I'm low key bogus. Like I'm low key bogus for that shit. And then he texted me right after that saying, "Niggas ain't gonna reply to that though." Okay. And then sends a laughing emoji. Okay. Okay. Now look. Okay, here's where things start to kick in. Like, here's why I'm telling all this bullshit. Like, this whole gossip seeming ass story. Here's why I'm doing this, right? First of all, it bothers me because this was I've known this nigga for like pushing 10 years, right? So I remember even having a conversation like prior to this like day about like, damn, they say like after 7 years, you know what I'm saying, if you make it past that, y'all low key gonna be like friends and shit for a minute, maybe even a like lifetime type of vibe. In my mind, I'm like, yo, this is a weird ass message. Like, what do you mean niggas ain't gonna reply to that? And then you send a laughing emoji. Like, who do you sound like? Like, let's take a quiz for a second. When a person says something like that, when they tell you a statement, and then they follow it up with, but you ain't gonna reply to that though. And then they follow that up with a laughing emoji, as if they're not actually mad about it, and they're actually laughing. Like, I know you're not laughing, you're mad about it. So why are you sending a laughing emoji? Who does that sound like? I'll tell you who it sounds like to me. It sounds like I'm in a committed fucking relationship with a female. Like that's just how it's always sounded to me. Every time I see this fucking message, it feels like I was dating this nigga. Like it felt like, damn, like I was supposed to be like, but babe, I'm about to be back home. Like I swear I'm just going out with the guy. Like what the fuck? What the fuck is, what are you, why are you sending me a laughing emoji? What do you mean niggas ain't gonna reply to that though? No, I'm not gonna reply to, I'm fucking busy. I'm in the car on the way to the hoes, to the huz. Nigga, like what are you talking about? Nigga, you should know. Like you should actually be, like, in my mind, like it should be like damn, like this is how I would assume he should have taken it. Like damn, like I did want to go. Like fuck that nigga going. Like fuck that nigga. Fuck, but he about to get some. He about to do his shit though. He about to, like, you know what I'm saying. Like almost like you should be happy for a nigga that I'm pulling up to the vibes, bro. Like, but it just wasn't that. Like the energy was just so feminine to me. Like it was just completely off. And here's what makes this shit even worse. Here's what makes this shit even worse. So the next day, or not even the next day, 2 days later, two, at 9:46 a.m. in the fucking morning, he was sleeping on this shit. This nigga, this shit was in his blood, my nigga. Look, he texted me I don't even know how to count. Not even a triple, double. This is a one, two, three, four, five. This is a quintillion text. It's quintillion. It's not quadruple. It's quintillion. Nigga, he says he could have just sent one fucking paragraph. You know how mad you gotta. I don't even, bro. Like the way that I took this message with the laughing emoji, it was so, I took that shit the wrong way that I was not gonna respond to that shit. Like I promise you, I was not gonna respond to that like ever. Like that there was no way in hell I was gonna respond to that shit. Because when I saw that, it rubbed me the worst way possible. Like it just felt so girly. Like it genuinely felt like I was talking to a female that was like that I was fucking with. This is my guy. Like this is my, my boy. And so he says to me the next like 2 days in the morning during breakfast time, like nigga, did you even brush your teeth before you send me this message? He says that conversation is mandatory. So if you ain't gonna hit my line and talk about it, go ahead and lose my number. Realistically, that should have just been the last message sent. But he kept going, so I'ma keep going. He says, done let too much shit slide over the years. This one gotta be talked about. He says, he says, all that shit you be saying, and you ain't even a stand up nigga. That's wild to me, yo. He says, it's been 2 days, this many, and nothing but every time Ali called that phone to let you know about that party, you answer quick as fuck. So he said when we were in the car and the girl was calling, like some of the girls that was there was calling me to let me know about the locations and the whereabouts and the circumstances of like the drama, like whether or not they wanted us to slide. He said that I was answering that phone quick as fuck, basically insinuating that I was like a dog standing waiting for a fucking treat. Nigga, nigga, I guess I was. Like I don't know what the fuck I don't know what to tell you. Nigga, I guess I was. I don't know. Like nigga, I was answering the phone. I was answering the phone of the people who was at the place that we were trying to go to. My bad. Like I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Like nigga, he says, niggas then gave you plenty rides home and you can't even give a conversation. Now I don't want to get into the specifics of that part, but I might have to. I might have to though. Because he he's given me, let me really think about this. I can count on one hand, and I hate doing this. This is also what pissed me off too, because he's counting favors now. Like I hate. Let me put my phone down before I make my point. I actually despise people who count favors. I hate that shit. I absolutely hate that shit because especially if they're your friends. Now, if I don't fucking know you and you're doing some shit for me, and we're not like this, then I get it. Like, yo, you scratch my back, I scratch yours, or you owe me one type of vibe. But when it's your guy or your family or some shit like that, yo, counting favors. And then the worst thing is, here's the worst thing. Here's the worst thing. When it only gets brought up when they're upset, like when they're mad about some shit. That's the worst thing. It's like nigga, did you do this for me just to have it in your back pocket to just throw that bitch right in my face? Cause if that's the case, nigga, you didn't need to give me the fucking ride. At that point, I don't even want the fucking ride. Like obviously I can't go back cause I got the ride. But what the fuck? Like nigga making me feel like shit for what? For what? Like for what exactly? And mind you, once again, I have to stress this point that this was my closest guy. Like, so this isn't even like, oh my god, this is a random fucking nigga. This is like some random ass story that I'm just telling just to tell. Like, no, like if you can't tell by now, this is actually something that was like that's been on my mind, like that's been lingering, and it has been because it's like the way we fell out was just so, it was so silly, but it was so eye opening. It was so fucking eye opening, and I'm not even like, I really would love to figure out the wrongdoing in this, like as far as my part goes, like the wrongness that I played in this situation. You feel me? But there's more to this. So, first of all, niggas that gave you plenty rides home. What's plenty? I really need to know what plenty is because I could count on, like, I'm gonna be graceful and say I could count on both hands, but I really feel like it's one hand. But I'm gonna be graceful and say I could count on motherfucking both hands where this nigga's giving me a ride home in his car. And here's what I mean. When we would be out smoking, which was all we'd fucking do together, smoking and going somewhere to smoke, nigga, it would be three of us. That's why I put up three. It would be me, him, and then another nigga who we fucked with. Nigga, for the most part, we'd be in that other nigga's car. And nigga, if we're being real, like I wish he'd vouch for it. He'd vouch for it. And that other nigga has a lot to do with the point of this story as well. So just keep up with me. But that other nigga, we'd be in his car. He'd be the one taking me home. So when I read this message, I'm like, niggas didn't give you plenty of rides. I'm like, yeah, you were in the passenger seat while I was in the back, and he was the one that was driving his fucking car for the most part, giving a motherfucker a ride home. Like, that shit, like, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just me though. But like I said, I just don't like that counting favors shit because it puts people in positions like this, like exactly what I'm doing right now, which is like, nah, it's like this, and actually it's that, and I could count on one hand and one fucking foot on how many times. Like, that's why it's just like, it's just better to just not do shit for a person if you know that you're the type to throw it back in their face for any reason. Like, just don't even do it then. Just say no. Like, if you're the type of person like that, it just feel some type of way, and then because you feel some type of way, well, I done this, I done that, and you feel like somebody owe you shit, like, bro, just don't do it. Just don't even do the favor. Don't even do the shit. Like, if it's just strictly not out of like unconditional love, if it's not strictly out of unconditional friendship or anything of the sort, and you know that deep in your heart you don't want to do that shit for real, and you feel like you're obligated, or obligated in the sense of they're a burden, don't do that shit. Like, just don't even do this. Just tell the person no. Like, I promise you, had I could have predicted that this would have been a message that he would have sent me, and I could just go back and say all the rides that I have gotten from him, I would just been like, nah, I'll just call up my parent. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll just call up my OG, or I'll call up somebody else. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and shit like that. And I see that type of behavior in my own family as well. So it's not just him. So I'm not just talking about him, but in this particular situation, yes. So he sends me this message, as you clearly see, right? I don't respond to this shit. Here's the next part that I want to mention. In this text message, he says that he let too much shit slide over the years. There was a day, like, that prior, like that past summer, 2024 summer, I guess. We as a group was at a park hooping, okay? Playing basketball. And remember I told you there was like three of us, and it was me, the dude that I fell out with, and then the other guy who we'd be with, and he would give me a ride, like, in his car. He'd give me rides home, mainly him. It would be like that dude. They were mad close, okay? But they'd always fight and argue, all right? So this day of last year, which I'll never forget this day, especially now that he said this stupid shit to me, which was he didn't let too much shit slide over the years, and this one gotta be talked about. Nigga, that day, they were hooping, and they lost, and so they started, like, bitching at each other about the loss, right? And what they do is, like, them niggas watch UFC together, and they play UFC together, like the game, and they watch the show, whatever. them niggas like to mimic fighting each other. So this particular day, they started doing what they do when they argue, which is like swing at each other and that type of shit. But I guess one of them like slightly connected, and then the other one connected theirs as well. And so they just started connecting for real. So now these niggas are in an all out brawl. And then the other dude gets my guy who I fell out with, puts his ass in a fucking choke. Punched, first of all, punched his shit, and then put his ass in a chokehold, sat his ass the fuck down. He handled his ass, manhandled his ass. You could tell that it was just, the energy was just off. You know, like when you get your ass beat and you can't do shit about it, and so you just have to sit there with the energy of I just got my ass beat and I can't do shit about it. And because if you know you if you try to, it's just gonna be worse for you because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Like that was the energy. And so we're just sitting like the group is just watching this shit. By the way, like yo, are y'all fucking serious right now? And we're just like, damn, like nigga, that shit really just happened to you. So my whole thing is, how the fuck can you ever send me a message like you done let too much shit slide over the years, gang, and you literally let a nigga beat your ass, and you still friends with him. And here's the crazy part, nigga. I remember this day, St. Patrick's Day of this fucking year. They go downtown, and they're like, I don't know what the fuck they do, but later he calls my phone, and he's complaining about this nigga, like the same nigga that handled his ass like a year, like the summer before. He's calling me about this nigga because they always do this shit. Like I'm telling you, he's like, bro, I'm sick of this nigga. I'm sick of this nigga that like I'm about to stop being friends with him. I'm done fucking with him, bro. I'm like, bro, what's good? Like, what's the problem? He's like, this nigga just always want to argue. He always want to call me out my name. Like, nigga, who you talking to? Like, I'm tired of how he talks to me. Dude, let's have another quiz. Who the fuck does that sound like? Like, you can't tell me this doesn't sound like traits of a like a female, like gang, bro. Like I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It just sounds like that. Like you sound sorry. Like what do you mean you don't like how this nigga talk to you? What do you mean you don't like how this nigga put his hands on you? You sound like you're in an abusive relationship. Bro, do you need domestic violence counseling? Like what the fuck is going on here? Like so there's that. And that type of conversation has happened multiple times between me and him about this other dude that he's fucking like inseparable with. All right. So my whole point here, the reason that I use those examples is because how the fuck did I just get the most flack from dude, and I'm like the shittiest homie of the year, and this motherfucker over here getting his fucking ass getting belt to ass by this dude, and he calling my phone complaining about this nigga. Like you should be telling him you that you done let too much shit slide over the years, and this one got to be talked about. Nigga, you sent the wrong message to the wrong nigga. You need to forward that bitch over to his ass, not to me. I'm not choking you. I'm not putting you in a full Nelson. I don't call you out your name. Like I don't like the only thing that I guess I did to this nigga was leave him at the fucking crib for a few hours because I was at the penthouse chilling. Like nigga, but I did low key stay over there overnight because nigga at that point once I started getting those messages I was like nigga I don't give a fuck nigga whatever I'm kicking it, we over here nigga. I stayed to that bitch till almost 6 in the morning nigga. Shit, yeah. So my whole point, like I don't want this to just end off on like okay what the fuck did I just listen to this nigga tell this whole long ass story for, right? My whole point, choose your friends wisely, and I mean that on both ends, like really both ends. Like I said, like if you're not the type of person that likes to be there for your people unconditionally, and you always expect some shit in return, like you know what I'm saying, then make sure that that type of shit is somewhat established, like or exercise saying no to shit that you don't want to do. And I'm talking more on his end. You know what I'm saying? Don't be the motherfucker who does things for a person and then throws it in their face later on because you feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like Don't be the person who feels that you've let shit slide, or you let a person get away with things because they were your friend over years, like he said. Um, don't He shouldn't have let whatever he feels I was doing to him over the last few years. It shouldn't have taken this moment for him to say that. Like, it should have been addressed at every single moment that that shit happened. Nigga, just like how I stopped talking to this nigga right after, like, I was just done with it. That's how it should have been on his end when he felt that I wronged him and he passed away. So, my advice and my point that I'm saying, bro, don't be the type of nigga who feels disrespected by your people or who you think are your people, and internally you hold that shit in and you resent them. And then later on, or in little passive aggressive ways, you show it in weird ways. Like, you're not upfront, you're not direct, you're being a bitch. Like, don't be that type of person, all right? By any means, because that is just not good energy to put out, and it's not good energy to keep inside. Okay, now on my end, I'm glad that I like. It's hard to say that I'm glad I stopped talking to him because I'm telling you, this is my guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I low key I prayed to stop talking to all the people that just mean me no good. Like, for me to just focus more on my flaws and my personal growth. And it just seems to be that he was that one of the people that just had to go, that I just had to shake off. And I think this was the situation that kind of like manifested that reality, to be honest. And I was okay with accepting it. Like, I was okay with letting that shit go, to be honest. And I haven't talked to him since. When you know that some shit needs to end, dead it, bro. Just dead it. Just cut it off. It's just best to do it. Like, when you see flaws, those red flags, like, as soon as I seen that behavior, I was like, yeah, nah, this ain't it. This it's time to go. Cause there's gonna be more people that I've already met more people. Not that I'm as close with to them as I was with him, but who gives a fuck? Like, and also you have to learn, and I had to learn that, and I've heard this, so I keep holding on to it, that the length of a relationship does not determine the strength of a relationship. So how long you've known a person for does not equivalent to how strong that relationship actually is. Okay? It is the character of the person that determines the strength of the relationship, not the time that you spend with them at all by any means. And I had to learn that shit, not even just with him, but in many different areas of my life. Like, I promise you, like, I don't have no friends right now, for real. Like, I probably got like, I got one good friend. I'll take that back. I got one good friend. That's my guy Meat. He's my dog. I'll be talking to him. We go to the gym. We make sure we stay locked in at school because we low key fucked up. And yeah, we just keep pushing each other for better. Like, and though you could tell by like character, like, and through actions. With those other guys, it was just smoking and bitches that led to drama, like situations like this. So there was just no need to even continue on down that path, bro. And I'm not even saying, like, he probably looks at me like I was the drama in his life, and that's completely fine. Like, that maybe in his perspective, if I was to like swap into his shoes, maybe somehow, some way, I was the negative influence in his life. But at the end of the day, this is my life, and I have to figure out what's best for it. And keeping particular people around in my circle just wasn't the best thing for me to move forward, because it just felt like I was going in a cycle, in a circle of patterns. You know what I'm saying? And I just need to get the fuck out of it, bro. I just need to get the fuck out of it. And I watched that shit turn on me. Like, I watched the things that I like really cared about or trusted in, which was like relationships with these people. I kind of watched it like turn on me in some ways. Sorry if you hear my stomach growling. I'm low key fasting today, but I just turned. It turned on me. So I'll just leave it with that. I'm gonna make more videos on friendships. I just wanted to more so talk about this particular topic. I'm glad that I actually got it out. If you watched this long ass video, you're a champ. You're a G. Because, to be honest, I just low key like vent it hella. But I really hope that people could take from this in some regards, like in some way, shape, or form. Maybe they see themselves in my shoes, or maybe they can see themselves in my friend's shoes based off of how I'm describing him, and they can make the adjustments needed, in either perspective. Or maybe they see somebody else that they know that's like close to them, and they've known them for so long, but they have that feeling deep inside that this person isn't really good for them, and they need to probably like, get rid of that type of person, and they just don't know how, or they just feel like obligated to them or attached to them. Like, and all I have to say to that is, I was in your shoes. I was really in your shoes. Like, I've been down the path of continuously trying to keep these people around, and not like I was just Mr. Perfect. Yeah, I walked around with my head held high because I knew that I wanted better for myself. So of course I'm gonna walk around with my head held high, but I was not so fucking airheaded and clouded minded that I couldn't see the flaws within myself. I knew that I was being a piece of shit in some cases, in some areas of my life. Like, I was highly aware of it, and they'll tell you that. Which is why in this message he says all that shit you be saying. He's saying that because he knows that I was the type of person who would always talk about growth. Out of all of my friends, I was that person. So of course, being that person who talks about growth, as soon as you slip or do anything that someone doesn't like, they're gonna turn it back on you. I've seen it. My mother did that shit to me before, where it's like, oh, you talk a big game, but now that you fucked up in some cases, oh, you're a liar, or you're this, or you're not real to what your word. You don't have no integrity. You don't have any honor. So it's hard being that person who tries to stand for something, because as soon as you make a trip, as soon as you trip up, those who don't stand for shit are gonna be like, yep, nigga, I knew you were just like me. And no, you're not just like them. You're better, because you have to keep getting up. You keep getting up. And yeah, you're gonna keep slipping, but you're gonna get better at it. You're gonna get better at having your balance. And that's the most important thing. Keeping your balance, okay? Like, just moving forward. Not letting anybody be the reason why you feel that you have to conform to their perspective or projections on who you are as a person. All right? Do not be the identity that they're giving you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could easily take a message like that and be like, damn, he is right. Maybe I'm not as blah 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 as I think I am. Maybe I just need to be a piece of shit. Like, no. No, I'm not. I'm not a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep walking around my fucking head held high. Nigga, how could I not? You know? And for those who can't appreciate that, I just ask God to push all the motherfuckers out of my life. And so far, he's been doing a hell of a job. So with that, I just want to close off, and I'm gonna make more videos about, just group and dynamics and things like that, and give more stories as well. But from the most serious to the simplest of issues, young people specifically, deal with these types of problems daily. We never know how what they are experiencing actually affects them mentally. However, it can affect us mentally, potentially moving us to hurt others and or ourselves, even going so far as to commit suicide. So this is me leaving my door open for us to have a chance to talk, and I hope others will do the same and join us. Remember to go and inspire somebody, beloved, as we close. One community, one world. Be peaceful. Take care, take care, take care.